You can imagine losing two people, innocent people crossing the street. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Damn.
That somebody could just come and take their lives.
A sigh of relief tonight for a family on a crusade for justice after a driver hit and killed a mother and daughter in downtown St. Louis.
The man behind the wheel pleaded guilty in the crash that killed that family just crossing the street. It was Valentine's Day in 2024. 21-year-old Alyssa Cordova and 42-year-old Letitia Bracero both died after a Jeep ran a red light, hitting them both at 18th and Olive. Our Shoshana Stahl was in the courtroom today. And
wow. R.I.P. to both of them. A mother and daughter both taken away. Wow.
Spoke to that family afterwards.
More than a dozen family and friends of the victims packed the courtroom earlier today. They were filled with emotions and tears, telling me that when they heard the word guilty, it finally allowed them to breathe a sigh of relief nearly a year and a half after their loved ones were killed in downtown St. Louis.
Emotions are everywhere, everywhere. It's been 17 months. It took 17 months for him to plead guilty. He knew what he did wrong.
Alice Bracero says this is the start for justice after her nieces were killed in February 2024 while visiting St. Louis from Chicago. On Tuesday, the man charged, Monte Henderson, pled guilty.
Damn, they wasn't even in their city. Just went for a Drake concert.
Henderson was accused of speeding through a red light, hitting and killing 42-year-old mother Letitia Bracero, known as Letty, and her 21-year-old daughter Alyssa Cordova as they left a Drake concert downtown.
We want to keep Letty and Alyssa's spirit alive, always to be remembered. And our family is just heartbroken. It's just like a whole. There's not only one piece missing, there's two. You know, they're not here to celebrate holidays, birthdays.
Family hugging outside the courthouse with signs, jewelry, and shoes with photos of their loved ones taken too soon. This surveillance video shows a Jeep driving more than 70 miles per hour before hitting the women as they.
I thought it was about to be one of those cars right there. He came out of nowhere. Damn, he hit the other car probably.
Crossed at the intersection of 18th and Olive. Prosecutors say Henderson's driving more than 70 miles per hour before hitting the women as they crossed at the intersection of 18th and Olive.
Damn, he hit him too. In the video, it looked like he's side scraping, but I guess at that speed, even a side scrape is enough to cause brain injury or severe contusions. Look, she right there. She right there. Damn, they right there crossing the street.
Driving more than 70 miles per hour before hitting the women as they crossed at the intersection of 18th. 70 miles
I'm sorry,
per hour.
I just gotta keep. It's just so crazy. Were they walking that way?
Driving more than 70 miles per hour before hitting the women as they crossed at the intersection of.
It like he was just about to miss them too, like just.
18th and Olive. Prosecutors say Henderson's blood alcohol level was more than double the legal limit, and the women had the right of way to cross at the crosswalk.
Alyssa had a life ahead of her. She wanted to get married. She wanted to have kids.
Crosswalks. I'm always suspicious of crosswalks without a light. They just have that. Like when I'm driving, I'm coming up the crosswalk. I'm looking like this. I'm looking both ways because you never know. A kid might just appear. You might look this way, and then by the time you look this way, a kid come out of nowhere and just crossing the street. So I look, and look back like. Damn, crosswalk, and he wasn't paying attention and probably just thought he had the right of way. He drunk, cruising, no light, and just don't even see these dark figures coming.
She wanted to travel the world. She wanted to be a nail technician and do business. Letitia was a supervisor at a bank. They were just happy people.
On Tuesday, Henderson pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of armed criminal action.
3 people lives over there. Those 2 in his. It's like, damn, he could have been a good kid with just drinking and driving, probably thinking he the shit on looking at his phone, playing with his hair, and I'm the shit tomorrow. This is what I'm gonna talk to. Look at the bitches, I'm about to and then boom. Did he even stop?
Counts of armed criminal action. Bracero has been to every single court hearing and says she wanted a trial.
I wanted everybody to see around the world what he has done. They're not the first, they ain't gonna be the last. Laws need to be changed.
The prosecutor asked for Henderson to be taken into custody today, calling him a danger to the community and a flight risk. The judge agreed and even argued Henderson didn't show remorse for his actions.
We're getting justice, and we're getting it now, after 17 months.
In the courtroom, it was clear to First Alert 4 that Henderson and his family didn't expect him to be handcuffed today. But for the victim's family, it was a weight lifted.
Him going to jail today.
I don't know what they think. If I'm in your family and you just killed 2 people because you drink driving, don't even talk to me. I'm like, you get what you get. Like, come on, you knew better. 70 miles an hour. Most people, when they drunk, they trying to cautiously drive, get home. They might be driving too slow. If you reckless, drive, vroom, vroom, you drunk. You know you drunk if you drunk. Come on. All right, come on. That's crazy.
It was a sign of little brief relief. And at the end, that's when we will really breathe. Because we all grieve differently. And this is weighing on all of us.
Henderson's sentencing hearing is set for mid-September, where a judge will decide how much prison time he'll serve. That ranges from a minimum of 6 years to a maximum of up to 50 years. In downtown, Shashank.
6 to 50 years. He took 2 of their life. Damn. It's like you could say it was an accident and he should get this, but then the family could be like, nah, she was 21. Let's say she was going to live to be at least 60. You got it. So we talking 40 more years at least. Boom, right there on his chin. Plus the other lady, say she leave another 30, 20 years at least. You pass that right now. So it ain't like, it's like how much is too much, how much is too little. Like if he get 40 years, people gonna be like, oh well. He get 50 years, oh well. If he get, let me see, 10 years is like, oh my, like that's when you start like, oh, I'm trying to imagine if it's my family member, you know what I mean? Trying to, like, it was different if you're 10 years is where you start to feel like that's not enough. Something with like the word 20 in it, 23rd, 25 years to like that's when you like, yeah. Because at 20 years, they're like, man, that's nothing, man. She would have been 40 years old. She would have had a great life. I mean, when does it ever stop? Like, when is enough? If somebody take your family member or somebody you love, nothing is enough. You can say death penalty, and they'll be like, that's still not enough. You get the easy way out. They had to suffer, and you get the death penalty and get to say goodbye to your family. We don't get that. It's like, so when is enough? Like, I don't know. Twice the legal limit. If he's never had any type of DUI or any type of thing like this with the law, then you can be like, okay, damn, 25, 30 years. You want to think of his side, but then it's like, you're not supposed to. 25, 30 years. If he did it before, if he's had running with the law, DUI here, this and that, 40, 50 years. Go ahead, throw it at him. Maybe possibility of parole, 40 years with the possibility of parole after 20. Then you still got to do something. And if he mess up, he right back in there. But I don't know. What y'all think? Would the family be good with anything from 20 to 30 years, like in the middle there? But the judge said he ain't got no remorse. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. That sounds like 30 plus years to me. I don't know if judges got a hard decision. What y'all think, Cave Dwellers? What y'all rocking with? If y'all had to sentence him anywhere from 6 to 50 years, what you going with?